Hi mums and dads and boys and girls, it's Grandad Phil again. I hope you liked my other story, which was One Win for a Goldfish. I've got another one for you today. It's called Oscar the Three-Humped Camel. Once a desert ship named Oscar sailed through no man's land. The strangest three-humped schooner trod seas of scorching sand. He was owned by a tribe of nomads who roam where no others can, and together with their camels they are called the caravan. When little Oscar the camel was born, he looked as fit as a fiddle, but unfortunately instead of two humps he had an extra one in the middle. His father explained in camel talk, "You'll grow out of it, you'll see. I've never seen a camel before who has ever been born with three." But as time passed by, the humps grew bigger. Poor Oscar fell down in the dumps. "Maybe," said his father in camel again, "it's a type of camel mumps. We'll take him to the elder camel. He'll know just what to do." But the elder camel just shook his head, and the humps just grew and grew. His nomad master, a wicked man, astride the tallest ship, rode behind the caravan, the weakest felt his whip. Stronger camels carried goods to sell on market day. Though Oscar couldn't carry any, his middle hump was in the way. He soon became an outcast, unwanted by the sheik. Other camels in the herd regarded him a freak. They teased poor Oscar with unkind nicknames and kicked him along the way. "Move on, yelled the sheik." Oscar felt the sting. "You carry nothing for market day." Wibble wobble, shook his humps on the sandy road. Oh, how he wished he could somehow help with chores and carry a load. With all that useless weight on his back, he slowed the others down. "Let's hell him," cried the nomads, so they journeyed to the town. The marketplace in a desert town is called the local bazaar. The nearest town out to the east was many sand dunes afar. The journey weakened Oscar whilst travelling in the sun. He could only manage to walk where the others would trot and run. "Oh, please slow down," he pleaded. "My legs can't take any more." Another lash from his whip was the sheik's reply, and it made his humps very sore. "Hurry, you lazy camel," he snarled. "Tomorrow you'll be sold. A merchant at the local bazaar is waiting with his gold." Now in this land there was a king, a kind of king as any. He had two sons, both 7 years old, called Zeke and Ali Benny. Born as twins, inseparable, each one looked like the other. They dressed alike, they spoke alike, each one thought like his brother. Soon there was to be a feast, a time to celebrate. The king was planning a birthday party. The twins would soon be 8. "What shall I buy them?" thought the king. "Both will want the same." He clapped his hands, servants ran, and in advisers came. "What shall I give them?" asked the king. "A special birthday treat." "A game," said one. "Maybe some books, perhaps a drum to beat." "They have all these," the king explained. "Last birthday did provide." "Then perhaps," said one adviser, "they would each like a camel to ride." "A splendid suggestion," the king rejoiced. "Come, we'll take some gold to the camel sales at the local bazaar where all camels are sold." At last, for Oscar, the town was in sight. He was herded from the back, so tired and weak with sand in his sores, where the sheik had made the whip crack. "Unload your camels," ordered the sheik, "while I take him to the ring. I'll return here when I've sold him, and share the gold I bring." The townsfolk cheered and trumpets played when the procession entered town. Their king waved high from his golden chair in a majestic sparkling gown. It was rumoured the king was coming today, though none of them knew why. An excited merchant rubbed his hands. Our goods he's coming to buy. Disappointed when he passed their stalls and entered the camel ring, but they followed in his footsteps because he was the king. All morning he sat and watched the sales, though no two camels impressed. They must be identical like the twins, was the king's request. As Oscar approached the marketplace, he was terrified with fear, wondering who his owner would be as a selling ring came near. His bony knees started trembling, his 3 humps started to shake. The whip cracked again as he entered the ring to see what price he would make. At first, the people fell silent and couldn't believe what they saw. Then out in the crowd someone laughed out loud, and it set off the rest with a roar. "What is it?" they asked. "Is it a joke someone's playing?" Then the auctioneer said, "An unusual beast, I must admit. Not many of these type are bred." The laughter grew louder and louder. Oscar was led round the ring. His legs trembled more, and he fell on the floor when he passed in front of the king. No one offered money. They all thought it funny to see this strange-looking beast, though it didn't take long when the crowd were proved wrong, and quickly the laughing ceased. The king rose quickly out of his chair. Someone was going to pay. "Where is this man who has treated his camel in such a cruel way?" From the back of the crowd they saw him coming, trying to look humble and meek. He stepped in the ring and bowed to the king. "Sire, this camel's a freak." "I'll give you nothing except your life," said the king. "But there's one thing you must obey. Leave my land and never again treat an unfortunate creature this way." He ran from the ring and a jeering crowd. "Your Majesty, you have my trust." And nobody saw him ever again as he left in a cloud of dust. His advisers were left all speechless. Why would the king take pity on this ill-treated camel alone in the ring? But the king was very witty. He smiled to himself, a wonderful plan, as good an idea as any. This camel for 2 was a perfect gift for Zeke and Ali Benny. With lots of love and kindness, it didn't take Oscar long before he became the pride of the twins and proved all the doubters wrong. With the twins on his back, feeling proud, he strode through the marketplace. Other camels from the same caravan now were trying to hide an envious face. Soon in the land came a huge demand for this strange beast bought by the king, though nobody knew. They hadn't a clue their country of origin. For the secret had gone with the banished one who bred this 3-humped mammal, and Oscar was left to enjoy his fame, the world's only 3-humped camel. Hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye-bye.